You know that feeling when you wake up after 8 hours of sleep and you're still tired? Like bone deep, soul deep tired. You hit snooze 3 times, you drag yourself out of bed, you chug coffee, and by 2 p.m., you're running on fumes. I've been there. Actually, I've been there for months. And I kept telling myself, I just need more sleep. I just need to wake up earlier. I just need to try harder. But here's what nobody tells you, what I had to learn the hard way. The reason you're so tired all the time, it's probably not what you think. And once I figured out what it actually was, everything changed. So if you're exhausted, burned out, and nothing seems to help, stick around, because this might be the most important video you watch today. Okay, so let me take you back. For the longest time, I thought my exhaustion was a sleep problem. So I tried everything. Melatonin, sleep trackers, no screens before bed, magnesium supplements, the whole 9 yards. And you know what happened? Nothing. I was still exhausted. Then I thought maybe it was a nutrition problem. So I started eating cleaner, taking vitamins, drinking green smoothies every morning, and still nothing changed. Then I thought maybe I just needed to exercise more. So I forced myself to work out even when I could barely get out of bed. And guess what? I felt worse. And that's when I realized something. I was treating the symptoms, not the cause. Because here's the truth that nobody talks about. Most of the time, when you're chronically exhausted, it's not a physical problem. It's an emotional one. Let me explain what I mean. There are actually 3 hidden causes of exhaustion that most people completely miss. Number 1, emotional suppression. Every time you push down your feelings, every time you say, I'm fine, when you're not fine, every time you swallow your anger or ignore your sadness or pretend you're okay when you're falling apart inside, your body has to work to keep all of that buried. Think about it like this. Your emotions are energy, and when you don't let them out, they don't just disappear. They get stuck, and your body spends an enormous amount of energy keeping them stuck. That's why you can sleep 10 hours and still wake up tired, because your body was working all night trying to keep everything buried. Number 2, the performance of being okay. This one hit me hard. I realized I was spending my entire day performing that I was happy, performing that I had my life together, performing that I wasn't lonely, wasn't struggling, wasn't barely holding it together. And performing is exhausting. It's like wearing a mask 24/7. Eventually, the mask gets heavy. If you're someone who always says, I'm good, but inside you're drowning, that gap between what you show the world and what you actually feel, that gap is draining your battery faster than anything else. Number 3, lack of meaningful connection. And this is the big one for me. The loneliness. The feeling that nobody really knows you. That even when you're surrounded by people, you're alone. Because here's the thing. Humans aren't designed to do life alone. We're wired for connection. Real, deep, vulnerable connection. And when we don't have that, our bodies go into a kind of low-level survival mode. And survival mode is exhausting. So if you're tired all the time and you can't figure out why, ask yourself these 3 questions. Am I suppressing my emotions? Am I performing instead of being real? Am I lonely, even when I'm not alone? If you answered yes to any of these, that's your answer. That's why you're exhausted. Okay, so now you might be thinking, great, I know why I'm tired, but how do I fix it? And I'm going to be real with you. There's no quick fix. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. But there are things that helped me, and I want to share them with you. Thing number 1, I started letting myself feel. This sounds simple, but it was the hardest thing I've ever done. I started giving myself permission to not be okay, to cry when I needed to say, I'm struggling instead of I'm fine, to stop performing. And the first time I actually let myself feel the sadness I'd been carrying for months, I cried for like 2 hours straight. And then I slept better than I had in weeks because I wasn't spending energy keeping it buried anymore. Thing number 2, I got honest with one person. I didn't announce it to the world. I didn't post about it on social media. I just found one person. One friend, one family member, one person I trusted. And I told them the truth. I said, I'm not okay. I'm lonely. I'm exhausted. And I need help. And that one conversation, it broke something open in me. Because I realized I didn't have to carry it all alone. Thing number 3, I stopped trying to fix myself and started trying to understand myself. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? I started asking, what happened to me? Instead of, how do I stop feeling this way? I started asking, what is this feeling trying to tell me? And that shift from fixing to understanding changed everything. Because exhaustion isn't a flaw. It's a signal. It's your body telling you something needs to change. And when you finally listen, that's when healing begins. If you're watching this and you're exhausted, I want you to know something. Something I wish someone had told me a long time ago. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are a human being who has been carrying too much for too long. And your exhaustion, it's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you've been strong for too long without support. So please, don't keep pushing through. Don't keep performing. Don't keep pretending you're fine when you're not. Let yourself rest. Let yourself feel. Let yourself be seen, really seen by someone who cares. Because you deserve that. You deserve to feel alive again. Not just surviving, actually living. And I know it's scary. I know being vulnerable feels dangerous. But I promise you, on the other side of that vulnerability is the relief you've been searching for. If this video resonated with you, if you're going through this right now, I want you to do something for me. Drop a comment below and just say, I'm tired. That's it. No explanation needed. Just let it out. Let someone else see that they're not alone. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, send it to them. You might just change their life. I'm going to link some resources in the description, things that helped me when I was at my lowest. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, because I'm just getting started. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And remember, you're not alone in this. I promise. I'll see you in the next one.